Hey guys, this is part two. This is where we left off with Daniel and Emmanuel and their phone bills. We left off saying that Daniel's bill would cost less because after 30 text messages, his bill is $30. We know that Emmanuel's bill is going to cost $37.50 if they send 30 text messages. So $30 is less than $37.50. Daniel's monthly cost is lower. So now we're going to go into part B. Now, part B, we're going to have to set up a certain way. So I need you to follow the steps here. Remember, it's the same steps in the next problem, just with different names and different values and different equations. But the steps are the same. You just need to fill in the numbers differently. So this question's asking how much will Daniel's plan cost for the same number of texts as when Emmanuel's plan costs $75? Hmm. You need to figure out a few things here. So you need to know how much Daniel's plan will cost when Emmanuel's plan costs $75. You don't get some information here. So let's work with the information we get because you need to set up an equation. Get used to setting up equations. Remember, equations have an equal sign, and we have two of them in this problem. We have Emmanuel's and we have Daniel's. So let's set this equation up with the information that's given. So we can replace variables with numbers when we know what the number is. So we have Emmanuel's total cost, or the plan, it's $75. So now when you rewrite Emmanuel's equation for letter B, you don't need to write C. You write 75, and here's why. 75 is the amount or the cost that Daniel's plan, I'm sorry, at Emmanuel's plan will be. So you don't need to put C to fill it in. You know what it is. When you know the number, fill it in. Now, $75 times, well, we know it's 30, and we know it's 0.25 or 25 cents for every text message. So this is the number that we need to find, the number of text messages. Now, it's a real simple process to figure this equation out. So if you remember the other lessons that I've posted, and when you're solving step equations, you need to isolate the variable, and you do that by doing the opposite or inverse operations. So the first thing that I would do here is get rid of this constant, this 30. So if we do minus 30 on each side of the equal sign, minus 30 on the left side, minus 30 on the right side, we should get 75 minus 30 is, let's see, 45. So we're going to get 45 here. My equal sign drops down. 30 minus 30 is 0, so I don't need to put anything here. And then my 0.25t is going to go ahead and drop down. So we have 45 equals 0.25 times the number of text messages sent. So look what we have to do. We need to get rid of the 0.25 that's attached to t, and the only way to do that is to do the opposite of what 0.25 is doing to t, and this is multiplication. So 0.25 times t would have an opposite of division. So what we need to do is divide on both sides. Divide both of these numbers by 0.25. 0.25. You see how I did it to both sides of the equal sign? And let's pull out our calculator. We have 45 divided by 0.25. Don't forget that decimal point. And that equals 180. Right? Now 0.25 divided by 0.25 is 1. So we could just have that equal to t. And t is equal to 180. So that's the number of text messages sent. right? You figured out the total number of text messages that Emmanuel sent for this problem or this price of $75. So this is Emmanuel. Let's go to Daniel. Let's do Daniel's, and I'll show you how to figure out Daniel's. Remember, you're going to use the same steps in the next problem. So Daniel has a different equation, and we need to figure out Daniel's plan cost. So we know we're not going to have C given to us, but we do have some information. We have how much Daniel pays every month up front, which is $15. Add that to the equation, plus 50 cents or 0.50 times the number of text messages. But I'm not going to put T. I do not need to put this T. I know what T is. I know how many texts was sent. I know Emmanuel sent 180, so I'm simply just going to put 180 in the parentheses. Now when we figure this out, C equals 15 plus 0.50 or 50 cents times 180. Again, like we did before, the order of operations. 0.50 times 180 is multiplication. That's first before addition. So you do 0.50 times 180, and that's equal to 90, plus 15 drops down, 105. So how much will Daniel's plan cost for the same number of texts when Emmanuel's plan costs $75? Daniel's plan will cost $105 for the same number of texts as Emmanuel's. Whoop, whoop. Little formatting problems there, right? But as long as you have this and you write it down where I ask for your answer, you can put it at the bottom. Makes it easier. You need to show your work though. So here, if you want to write it here, that's fine. Now lastly, is there a number of texts for which both plans cost the same amount? Well, let's see. So let's take our two equations. I want Daniel's equation. Boom. And I want Emmanuel's equation underneath that. Boom. Now that I have both equations here, what I need to do is figure out how many texts they each need to send for them to have the same bill. So to do that is you take both of these numbers. Well, before we get there, actually, something that you're going to definitely need in between is an equal sign, and I'll tell you why. That should be the first thing that comes to your mind. You see that the problem says both plans cost the same amount. We know in math when two things are the same, they are equal to each other. So you're looking for something where Emmanuel's plan and Daniel's plan are equal to each other. So now that we don't have any other information, we don't have a cost, we don't have the number of texts, let's just put them equal to each other. So don't worry about the C equals for this one. Just simply take the 15 or plus the 0.50 T and put it equal to 30 plus 0.25 T. All right. What you should see are two different equations or expressions on both sides of the equal sign. In math, and I've taught this, Ms. Fishman has taught this, and we have videos and lessons on this, you know that you cannot have the same variable on both sides. So the first thing you need to do is remove one of the variables from either side. And I always tell you guys, the easiest number to remove is the smaller number. Look at the two numbers here, 0.50t, 0.25t. 0.25 is clearly lower than 0.50. If you want to give me 50 cents and I'll give you a quarter, that works for me. But in this problem, please understand that 0.25 is the lower number. The way we get rid of a number or a variable on either side of an equal sign is to do the inverse operation, meaning opposite. If this is plus 0.25t, I know underneath I'm going to have to write minus 0.25t. And then over here, same thing. Minus 0.25t. So this is what you should have on both sides of this equal sign. Now, solve it. 15 drops down, plus 0.50 minus 0.25 is 0.25t, equals 30 drops down, and 0.25 minus 0.25 is 0, so nothing needs to be put here. Now, next step, we need to isolate the variable still. So we need to get rid of both 15 and 0.25. So you know you can't get rid of this 0.25 yet. It's attached to t. That's the last step. So you get rid of this 15. This 15, you look at it, it is a positive 15. There is no negative sign. So to do the opposite of positive 15, we need to do minus 15 on this side. Oh, 15. And on the other side of the equal sign, we do minus 15. Solve. 15 minus 15, 0. 0.25. T drops down. 30 minus 15 is 15. Last step, finally here. 0.25 times t equals 15. To figure this out, 0.25 is multiplying into t. The opposite of multiplication is, you guessed it, division. So we're going to have to divide on both sides. 0.25 divided by 0.25 on the left side. On the right side, 15 divided by 0.25. Let's get to some math. 0.25 divided by 0.25. It's going to be 1. So what we do is, we just simply put t. Equal sign drops down. If you want to put 1t, you can, but you don't ever have to put the 1 in front of a variable. So t is equal to 15 divided by 0.25. Let's do the math. 15 divided by point, don't forget the decimal, 25. 60. That's how you solve this, because t is equal to 60. And what does that mean, Mr. C? Well, you tell me. T means the number of text messages sent. So to have these two equations equal to each other, or a number of texts for which both plans cost the same amount, another word for equal is the same, it would be 60 text messages. So when you answer this question, I need you to write it in sentence form. You should write, Daniel and Emmanuel will have the same cost when they send 60 text messages. That's all you need to write. This is your work that you show. Just like here, this is your work that you show, but you need to answer in sentence form. So I'm going to bold every answer right now so you could see. Right here is an answer. Daniel's plan will cost $105 for the same number of texts as Emmanuel's. That's for letter B. The one we just reviewed, Daniel and Emmanuel have the same cost when they send 60 text messages. That's for letter C. And for letter A, I have it bolded and underlined here already. And the work that you show in the table and here will be the justification that you need for your answer. Now, I know the numbers are going to be different in this problem, but understand that you do the same steps. So if you just follow the steps that I present in both of my videos and just use these numbers, you will be good. Good luck.